Hello everyone, I'm Manish and this is part 4 of SAP Business One integration. In this video, we will consume Web API in our Windows service to get sales order data from Non SAP database, and further we will add sales order in SAP Business One using DI API. And then we'll deploy the Windows service to run on the schedule basis to get data from API and to add sales order into SAP Business One. So let's start. So I'm going to open my Windows service which we have developed in our integration part first video. I'm going to divide this complete video in 3 parts. The first part in which we will connect our company object. In second part we will consume our web API and will receive the data in JSON format from non-SAP database. And in third part we will add SAP Business One document which is sales order through DI API. So let me go through the first part. I'm going to add a class here, SAP B1 helper. Make it public and then adding a function here. Public bool. So let me add a SAP BOBS, I mean DI API DLL com. Give the reference creating a variable company name, company, add accepts try catch block here. For the moment return row. Write a exception inside the log. Create a company object here. Set a company properties, mandatory properties here, like you can check is this connected or not. Not, then if connected, then you can disconnect. Now you can set mandatory properties to connect with the company object, like DB server type, DB username, mine is SA, DB password, SA@2014 here, company, server will provide from SAP Business One. Username, this is SAP Business One username. Password cp@1234. False. Language from the annum. Let me take error code here. Connect. If error code equals to 0, it means company is connected. Else there might be some error. Write the log here. Control else part. Inside else part, if it is error, just write down in the log. Get last error. Description here. So we have completed here. So let me call this function and check if this company is being connected with our SAP Business One company. Put here debugger and call this inside here. We'll comment this to test this service, and we'll also comment this one. And we'll call this function inside the service constructor. So let me call stop debugging. It is in release mode. Let me move from release mode to debug mode. Now connect and we'll see. So you can see we are getting error here. Let me check this one. The function evaluation requires all thread to run. Okay, right. Okay, this error is coming because we have left one more property that should be here, company.company db. So our db name is demo. Now let me check F10. Okay, company is being connect. It will take a few moments. So it is coming with error code 0. It means company has been connected successfully. Will return true. So now let me move to the second part where we will consume our web API to get response from there as in sales data, sales order data. So for this, let me add one more folder here. Name is API call. Add a CS inside this. Make it public. And inside this we will write a code to consume the API. So we will create a HTTP client object. For this we will use a namespace here, system.net.http. And this function will return. Let's make it async. As an order. So we will have to create a data model in which we will receive the output of the web API. So as we have done in our web API, we have created there are two data model, one for order header data and the item list data. So let me copy that same data model from our web API we have created in our earlier videos. So we have two data models here. One is order. Let me copy this one, and as it is, I will create the same inside this Windows services. If you did not created your own Windows service, you can create manually this data model. With the same name I will create, so that I can paste. Similarly, I will copy for item list, and will add inside the Windows service. When we will add, this error will remove. So you can see. Now come to the API call, and here we are going to call a list of order. We'll have to add data model namespace, create a list object here, list of orders, client new HTTP client, now let me define a variable here. Base address, then client dot response, default request header dot clear. Accept dot clear basically, and then default request headers dot accept dot add media type. We will define here. Okay, we'll have to define a new namespace here. System dot net dot http dot header. Application /JSON. Now we will call the get async function. Response, the response will be stored in this variable await client dot get async request URI API / order. Okay, let me now get the base URL from the IIS server so that we can set this variable. So come to the IIS server. So this is our API hosted. Let me get the base URL from here. So this is our base URL, copy and paste here, and this is our controller locator URI. So now let me check the response status. If it is true, then we will get the result. Response.content.read as string async dot result. Now we will receive the list of order here through the result. After deserialization of result, JSON. Okay, we will have to add a Newtonsoft library from NuGet package. Let me do that. Install. Okay, we have finished with this. Now come to the code, give the reference, then JSON convert dot deserialize object, and here we will convert the list of order into list of order. Result. So we have completed the code which will return a list of order object and return the list of order. So let me call this function inside the SAP B1 helper, because we will write a function, one more function here, public async have to add our namespace here. Call the function API call.api. Need to make it public, static. Not equals to null. Then we will iterate through this object and we'll add document into SAP Business One through DI API object. So let me check this API is giving the right response or not. So I'm going to call this function inside the service one.cs, and we'll see the result. Continue. Let's check the response. So we are getting status code 200 and response phrase is okay. It means our API is working fine and providing us a result. So we can see the JSON is coming, and then F10, it will return a list of orders. So we are getting that list of object orders inside this. I hope there is two sales order. One is with customer C0001 and another one is for customer C0002. And the item details, you can see the first order contains two item detail. One is for item 006 and another one is for item 007. So we'll iterate through this object and we'll add the sales order document inside the SAP using DI API. So let's move to the third phase of this video. So we'll add one more function here. For the moment we are returning empty. We'll write logs if any exception occur. message. So inside this code we'll write the code for adding the sales order into SAP Business One. We'll return a doc entry once it will add successfully. Now we will create a document object company.get business object. This is the list of objects you will get from this enum. So we are taking here order, cast it as in documents. Okay, now we'll add cardboard. We will add few important properties that is required to add the sales order, and the same is we are getting in this object order. So let me set these values. Customer code, and then similarly we will set all the properties. And then document date, document due date. Now we will add the item list. So we'll iterate on the item list of item. So we have added this item list items detail here. Now add the new row. And once these things completed, header and child part, we will add the document, sales order document, and it will return a code, success code, either success code or with an error code. We'll check. If error code is 0, it means document, sales order document has been added successfully. So let me receive, once it will add successfully, when it will return a doc entry, we can get through a method. Let me write here, company dot get new key, new object key. So this function basically returns the latest document added inside the business object, and here we will write the log. So we'll provide this message in the log text file, and if we are getting any error, then we'll write the error description inside the log file. Company dot get last error description. This function returns the last error description. In this way we have completed. So in this way we have completed the DI code to add sales order. So let me check, is this working or not through debugging. Now continue. And F10. So header part property is being added to the document, and then child one. Here we are adding new line to the child, and then setting once again the properties of the child. Once done, it will add the marketing document into SAP Business One. When the error code is 0, it means the sales order document has been added successfully, and it will return a doc entry of that latest document added into the business object. So in this way we have done with DI API to add sales order. Let me do one more line of code here to release the com object interop services dot marshal dot release com object. So that the com object would be released. So now let me configure this service so that we can deploy this service to test on the schedule basis. This service will hit to the API and add to the sales order, add sales order to the SAP Business One. So come to the services service1.cs, uncomment this line of code because we have commented this so that we can test with debugging. So uncomment this, also this one, and remove this one, and remove this one. So here need to uncomment and remove this one. So what basically we are doing here, we are stopping the time. Once the 1 minute elapsed, the elapsed function will call, and then we will stop the timer object, so that timer object will not increase, and our service will do their own task, like hitting the API and then adding sales order into the SAP Business One. After that we will start the timer so that it can set for new intervals. So once the first time document will be added, we are going to schedule it on every 3 minutes, or let it be 1 minute. So we have completed. Let me remove all debuggings breakpoints. Now I'm going to rebuild the service and open. Meanwhile, I'm going to open IIS server, sorry, PowerShell, so that we can install this service. So our service has been rebuilt successfully. So copy the bin folder files. So let me copy all these things I have copied. I'm going to install this inside the C drive. So come to the C drive, and here I'm going to create a folder, SAP service. Paste all these files, and now come to the PowerShell. So open your Windows PowerShell as an administrator, and then paste the command to install the service. So I have already written inside the notepad. Let me copy and paste. Give your service name, integration service, and here would be the executable path. So copy executable path from C drive where we have pasted our service file. So copy with the exe file name also. So let me copy and paste. Run the script. So service has been installed successfully. Come to the service window. And here we will find an integration service. So before starting this service, let me show you the total document number added into the SAP Business One. So you can see here the last document in SAP Business One is 69. Let me click 69, and once we will start our service, the 17 document will add, and further it will increase. So come to the service and start the service. So after elapsing of 1 minute, the document will add into the SAP Business One. So let's see the log file. So you can see the log is generated. Let me check it out. Company connected successfully, sales order added successfully with document entry 17 and sales order added successfully document number 71. So come to the SAP Business One and we'll show you. Meanwhile, so last document now 71. You can see the second sales order was with customer C0002 and that was containing 4 items, and before of this you can see the customer code is C0001 and the item list is with sorry, there is 2 items here. Now we will wait for further 1 minute and we'll see. Let me refresh this screen. Last document 73, you can see now 72 and 73 more document is added. So it's working fine. After each 1 minute the service is hitting to the API and API providing the data and adding the sales order into the SAP Business One. Thanks for watching, and in our next video we will add a token on web API so that the client would be authorized by the web API. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for upcoming videos.